Welcome dear students to this English literature class. In this video I'm going to discuss with you the revision question answers from the lesson Old Man at the Bridge written by Ernest Hemingway. So without wasting much time, let me start with the question answers. Here the story seems to be very easy. It is easy, but remember when the lesson is very easy, the question answers becomes automatically difficult because we just read the summary of the story. We don't try to emphasize on the textual words of the answers. So here I start with the question answers. I hope you will be benefiting from it, right? So I'll start with question number 1. What do you know about the background of the story? Question number 1. What do you know about the background of the story? So the story takes place during the Spanish Civil War, which began on 17th July 1936. It was between the leftist Republicans, also called the Loyalists, who were in the government at that time, and the Nationalists, who were also known as the Fascists. Remember, the word Fascists is given in the last paragraph of the story. So this was a war, Spanish Civil War. On one side there were Republicans, also known as the Loyalists, who were the running government, and on the other side were the Nationalists, also known as the Fascists. Now these other people, the other side, the Nationalists, were under General Franco, Franco, who was supported by the fascist governments of Germany and Italy. They were supported by Germany and Italy. And the Republicans were supported by USSR and France. So the old man, he is a part of the Republican because they people were living on that land, and the fascists believed that all those people who were living over there are part of the Republican government, so they were attacking these people. As we have read in the story, so many people were already moving from there, but the old man did not move. Question number 2. What is the setting of the story? Along with this, the setting of the story is a pontoon bridge near Amposta in the Ebro Delta. Pontoon bridge near Amposta, Amposta, in the Ebro Delta. The time is of the decisive military victories of the nationalist troops in the Spanish Civil War. And at that time, many people, many civilians, they were asked to leave their place and move towards the safer places, right? Question number 3. What do you know about the narrator? Well, the narrator of the story, he can also be called as an American volunteer or a soldier or a scout or a correspondent in the Spanish Civil War. He is the one who creates this story. He belongs to the world of machinery and firearms, totally different to the world of the another character of the story, the old man, who belongs to the rural natural world. So that is the reason both the men hold different perspectives. That is what we have read in the story. Right? The story is told by a soldier. He is employed by the North American Newspaper Association, and he has gone there to take the first-hand account. Next question. So, well, you know the whole story is starting from the pontoon bridge. What is a pontoon bridge? A temporary bridge built over a floating platform made of pieces of metal. Then question number 4. Discuss the symbolism in the story. There is a lot of symbolism in the story. Number 1 is the cat. The cat is said to have 9 lives and is called a survivor. This is said about the cat. So the cat stands for all the independent creatures. Cat symbolizes the independent creatures or the survivors of the war. Number 2, the pigeons. Pigeons symbolize the ones who can flee from the war, who can run away, save themselves from the war. Now, pigeons mentioned in the story, in the beginning of the story, turns into doves in the later part of the story, and doves stand for peace. In the beginning, the word uses there were four pairs of pigeon, and later on says, what about the dove cage? So, dove stands for peace. Number 3, goat. Now, goat is a sacrificial animal. So it symbolizes sacrifice and the plight of all the innocent people who were involved in the war without any reason. They are the victims of the war. The old man and his repetition of the words, I was taking care of the animals, becomes a symbolic representation of all the ordinary and innocent people living in that area. So he symbolizes the countless civilian victims of war, who all are without politics. Remember, the old man has used that line, I am without politics. Next, question number 5. Comment on the title of the story. Well, the title of the story is symbolic itself, Old Man at the Bridge. The old man is at the bridge, and the bridge stands for life and death. Both the ends of the bridge stand for life and death. The old man is sitting at the side of the bridge, and we know that he is going to die at that bridge, totally alone. Nobody is going to be with him. Question number 6. What is a reference to the word Easter Sunday in the lesson? By the end of the lesson, we read the word Easter Sunday. So Easter Sunday stands for resurrection of Christ. We know very well that Jesus Christ was crucified on Good Friday. That is why it is known as Good Friday or the Holy Friday. And on Sunday, he came back to life. He was resurrected. So we use the word Easter Sunday, and that is a happy moment. So, Easter is the beginning of the new life. But by the end of this lesson, there is an irony, because by the end of this Easter Sunday, most probably the old man will be dead, as the fascists would be attacking that area. Right? So these were a few questions regarding the story, and now we come back to the textual questions from the text. Question number 1, describe the old man. Yes, lot of points are given in the book, and follow this textbook. Most of the points are given over here in the last paragraph over here, left side. So I will just be reading out so that you write all the textual words. The old man was, number 1, from San Carlos. Number 2, he did not look like a shepherd or a herdsman. Number 3, he wore black dusty clothes. Number 4, he had grey dusty face. Number 5, he had steel rimmed spectacles. Number 6, he was 76 years old, given on the right side, page number 49 down. And number 7, he said that I am without politics. So these are all the textual words which describe the old man. Question number 7. What impression do you form of the old man? Where is the old man now? Well, the impression we form about the old man from the beginning of the chapter is that he is alone, and he is very tired, and he is resting at the side of the ground. Where is the old man now? Very important question. Most of you write that the old man is on the Pontoon bridge. That is the wrong answer. Read the very first line of your lesson. The old man is by the side of the road near the Pontoon bridge. Remember, if you write he is sitting on the pontoon bridge, it is wrong. He is by the side of the road near the pontoon bridge. Cram that line. Next question. What is the scene at the pontoon bridge? So this is another very important question, and most probably it can come in your 8-mark question also, because this answer question contains the first paragraph of the lesson. That is quite a big paragraph. So basically there are 4 important sentences. Learn them as it is. Number 1, the river and the carts, trucks and men, women and children are crossing the pontoon bridge. Number 2, the mule-drawn carts staggered up the steep bank from the bridge with soldiers helping push against the spokes of the wheels. Number 3, the trucks ground up and away heading out of it all. And number 4, the peasants plodded along the ankle-deep dust. These are the movements of the what all is happening at the pontoon bridge. Of course, you can put it in your own words, but try to write these textual words like rivers, carts, mule-drawn carts, soldiers pushing the spokes, peasants plodding along. So use these words in your answers to get full marks, right? Next question. How do the peasants move? What quality of the road is that you notice over there? Well, the peasants walk with slow and heavy steps. That's written, the peasants plodded along slow and heavy steps. What quality of the road is there? It is a mud road. From where do we come to know? Ankle deep dust words tell that it is a mud road and it is not a metallic one. Next question. What is the narrator's job? Again, you have to learn that very first line of the second paragraph. The narrator's job is to cross the bridge, number 1, to explore the bridgehead, number 2, and to find out to what point the enemy had advanced. All the 3 points you have to write in this answer, carrying 3 marks. Right? You know what is a bridgehead. A bridgehead is a point from where the bridge begins. Next question. I did this and returned over the bridge. This is a line from the lesson. What does it mean and what do you assume? I did this and returned over the bridge. This line means that the narrator went ahead to locate the advancing enemy and the army position and returned back to the place. What do we assume? We assume that the enemy may reach the bridge at any time now. Next question. What is the difference that the narrator finds now at the bridge? Whom does he ask the question? What answer does he get? So once the narrator reaches there, what is the difference the narrator we find at the beginning of the lesson and now? When the narrator went ahead to explore, there were many carts and trucks and peoples moving at the bridge. But now there are only a few people left and most of the carts have already crossed the bridge. Whom did he ask the question? He asked the question to the old man. And what was his first reply? That he comes from San Carlos. Question number 13. What are the animals that the old man had? Very easy question otherwise, but you have to write all the 3 things. Yes, the old man had a cat, 2 goats and 8 pigeons, or to be very precise, you can write what is given in the book, 4 pairs of pigeons. Don't confuse it. Either use the word 4 pairs or you use the word 8 pigeons. It's better you use the word which is given in the text. Next, question number 14. Why did the old man leave his hometown? Well, the old man left his hometown because the fascist forces were firing at his village and the captain of the Republicans came and told them to leave the place because of the artillery. So what are the textual words to be included in the answer? Captain, artillery, fascists, or the nationalists, right? Next, what is the old man's hope and worry? Well, the old man's hope is that the cat will look after itself and will survive as it is independent creature. His worry is the goat and the pigeons. He is not sure that whether they will be able to survive this war or not. Right? Question number 16. This is not a good place to stop. The narrator said this. Who said this? Which place is not good? What does not a good place mean? Who said this? Well, the narrator said this. Which place is not good? The place where the old man is sitting, that is by the road near the pontoon bridge, is not a safe place to stop. What does not a good place mean? It means that the fascist army is marching ahead and it can reach this place at any time to explode that place. Question number 17. What suggestion does the narrator give the old man? Do you think it is a good suggestion? What does folks in the dialogue mean? What suggestion does the narrator give? Well, the suggestion the narrator gives to the old man is to take a truck which is waiting at the Tortosa junction, which will take all the people to Barcelona. The trucks are standing at the Tortosa junction. People can ride those trucks and move to the safer place, and then the trucks will leave them at Barcelona. Right? Do you think it is a good suggestion? Yes, of course it is a good suggestion because it will save his life. And what does the word folk means? Folk means branching into two paths. Next question. Why doesn't the narrator's suggestion suit the old man? In other words, why did the narrator not cross the bridge? 4 points to answer this question. Number 1, that he was totally tired as he had walked for 12 kilometers and he is an old man. So he did not cross the bridge. Number 2, he does not want to leave his animals behind. He wants to go back to his animals. Number 3, he has no relatives or friends towards Barcelona, so he has no attraction to go towards that side. And number 4, being an experienced and wise man, the old man knows very well that once he crosses this bridge, he will never be able to come back to this place or to meet his animals again. There will be no chance of getting back. So he does not accept the narrator's suggestion. Question number 19. How did the old man respond to the narrator's suggestion? When the narrator suggested, how did the old man respond? The old man responded by thanking the narrator twice. You see the textual words he has written? But thank you very much. Thank you again very much. He thanks him twice. This is how he responds. And he feels grateful to the narrator. What state of mind of the man is he at this time? The state of mind can be interpreted from the 2 words used in the very next dialogue, where we read, he looked at me very blankly and tiredly. The old man. So these words suggest that his thoughts were somewhere else. Where were his thoughts? His thoughts were totally on his animals. He wanted to think about them and to go back to his animals. He was not at all thinking about his own safety. Next question. What is the evaluation that the old man makes about his animals? Now, what do you think about the others? Who are the others? What is evaluation? The evaluation made by the old man about his animals is that the cat will look after itself and it does not need any help. But he has no idea about his other animals, that is the goat and the pigeons. Now, what do you think about the others? Who are the others? The others in this sentence refers to the pigeons and the goats. Next, question number 21. How reassuring is the answer of the narrator to the old man's question. Now, what do you think about the others? And what is the old man's next question? When the old man says, now what do you think about the others? What did the narrator reply? The narrator affirms his belief by saying why, which suggests why not. He says why. Why here means why not. That means they will be safe. They have a fair chance of surviving the war. What is the old man's next question? The old man's next question is when he says, you think so. That means the old man is not pretty sure whether his animals will be able to survive or not. That means that maybe he is physically tired because he has walked 12 kilometers, but he is emotionally and logically, mentally quite alert about his animals. Next, could the old man take his advice? What is the meaning of I would go? Yes, the old man took the narrator's advice as he got up. But he felt that he was too weak and then again decided to sit back. But at least he heard his request. What is the meaning of I would go? The narrator uses the word I would go. It means that narrator wants to say that had I been at your place, I would have definitely moved towards Barcelona. In other words, here what does he mean is that if you are now comfortable, if you have taken rest, you should now get up and move ahead. These are the two meanings of the sentence I would go. Question number 25. What does the narrator say in the last paragraph of the story? And what are the three blessings? Well, in the last paragraph, the narrator says that the narrator is counting the old man's blessings when he says there was nothing to do about him. And what are his three blessings? Number one, the first blessing which the old man has at that moment is that it is the Easter Sunday, the day of Christ's resurrection. May the spirit of Easter save him. Number two, it is, the textual words are given in the lesson. Number two, it is a grey overcast day with a low ceiling and the planes will not be able to operate that day. And number three blessing is that the cat will save herself. That is given in the very second last line of the lesson. These are the three blessings which the old man has for that particular day. The old man, next question, the old man repeats, I was only taking care of animals. How many times does he use this sentence? The old man repeats these lines 4 times with slight variation. And I was only taking care of animals symbolizes over here the plight of all the innocent, countless victims of the war. The word only means that the war is unnecessary and it is unnecessarily trying to harass the common people. Next question. What would the advancing fascist army do at Ebro? The fascists will come and fly, the planes will be flying and all the people around will be killed. Because the fascists think that all the people residing over there are a part of the Republican government. They support the Republican government. Next, what does the story have to say about the wars? The story tells that war is useless. It kills people blindly and mercilessly. All the innocent people suffer due to that. Next, question number 27. What was the end of this war? The Spanish Republicans were defeated by the forces of General Franco, aided by Hitler and Mussolini. So that means ultimately who won? The nationalists or the fascists won and the Republicans were defeated. Right? Then next question. Question number 30. I hope I have discussed all the lessons of the story. Nothing is left from this sort. Then we come to the last question. We'll discuss the theme of the story. If I'm not left with any other question. Yes, I had marked the questions actually. What is the theme of the story? Please, here I want to say, whenever you write the theme of the story, don't write the story. We are not asking you the story. Kahani nahi likhni hai. Theme means what all are being discussed, what is the subject matter of the story, what points, what problems have been taken up. So you have to give the heading and then write one sentence regarding that. For example, the first theme of the story could be sense of duty. The narrator is doing his duty very well as he is advising all the people to cross the pontoon bridge as early as possible. Number one. Number two, fear of attack. The innocent people are always fearful that they might be attacked any time. Number three, flight of refugees. Number four, impending death. And number five, depression. So whenever you write the theme of the story, give this heading, and against every heading you have to write one sentence in order to explain it, right? So I hope I have tried to catch every part of the story. Please listen to it very carefully once again, but before listening to this, do read the story once. Reading the text is very important. Once you have read the story from the book, then you listen to this video. It will certainly help you. If you liked it, give a thumbs up. Bye-bye.